Hello and welcome, dear ranchers. I hope many of you are doing well. If not, don't you worry, cause there is some Slime Rancher news. What kind of news? Well, thanks to Game Radar, they interviewed the game developers of what additional information to look forward to for Slime Rancher 2. I won't be able to go through the entire article, but I will highlight the important details of what the article is stating. If you want to read for yourself, I will provide a link down below. Let's start with some areas that the developers hinted. One that is pastel forests, coral-filled fields, and ruins that glow in the dark. The pastel forests and the coral-filled fields are areas that we have already seen from screenshots and trailers. Now, the most interesting area is the ruins that glow in the dark. The screenshots have shown some ancient ruins, but never glow in the dark. That's a interesting bit of detail. The ancient ruins from the first game didn't glow. I guess in Maple Fields, these ruins will have a much more spectacular effect compared to its predecessor. Another bit of information from the article states about the color rainbow, or the color in general, will play an important part of the story. I have no idea what they meant by that. Possibly some puzzles involving color, or there's something else completely that revolves trying to complete adventure mode. I'm not too sure. What are you guys' thoughts about this sort of importance of color? We started by meticulously recreating a lot of what everyone loved about the original. It feels just like Slime Rancher, only smoother, more expensive, more rich in details, and with a lot of tweaks and quality of life changes, explained Povovich. The reason why I read this piece of the article, despite not really giving us more information about the game, it sounds like they're putting a lot more work into the sequel than the first Slime Rancher game. Possibly has to do with a bigger budget and more people they're recruiting. It's nice to see that. Most studios would quickly develop a game just for an easy cash grab. Just by the trailer, graphically it looks spectacular. Now we have to see how the game performs when it does come out. Going on through the article, Povovich mentioned that Rainbow Island will be very unusual than the other areas in the far range. Well, the world is already unusual as it is. There's slimes that are able to produce crystals out of the ground. There's slimes that are able to explode at will. Will Rainbow Island be more unusual than other places we've seen so far? It is colorful for sure, we just have to see. Moving along, there was one piece of an article detailing the struggle of creating different slime combinations, which are largals. I can definitely see that being a pain in the butt to develop into the game, because just by several of the screenshots, we could tell that a lot, if not all, of the slimes will be in the sequel. So now imagine trying to have large goals for each of the combinations. I see why he says that it's gonna be very expensive. Imagine the models, the behaviors, as well as their new diets. Oh, I don't envy the people who have to work on that. But at the same time, it's probably really fun to create different designs for each of the articles. Finally, probably the most crucial information that they gave in the article. We all know that unfortunately the Extractors won't be in the sequel, but they mentioned that the resources will be scattered across the island for you to find and explore, making the Refinery link extremely important. The article goes on stating, and in terms of backpack upgrade, we have leaned into the experience by allowing players to get more vac tanks and by giving you access to a slime science lab at the very start of the experience. Refinery links are now crucial to your success. This is pretty big news, because at the very start of the game, we're going to have the lab unlocked. In the original, we have to pretty much buy it in order to unlock the lab. Monterey Park is graciously allowing us to get full access of the lab early on, making exploration more exciting. Not only will the lab be accessible, but for now on, we'll find the materials in the wild. Well, that's it, you guys. The article ended a little abruptly, but it gave us enough information to get more excited for the sequel. If you want to read the whole article yourself, again, I will provide the link down below. What do you think of this news? Are you even more exciting? What's your thoughts about getting rid of the extractors and replacing it with resource finding, if that's the correct term for it? Let me know down below. Like always, stay wiggly.